We are a day after listing all of those Tolkien books. Wow, this is annoying. And they already sold this set here for $140 plus shipping. So these are technically these are from Ace Books. You can see it there on the spine. These are unauthorized versions of the Lord of the Rings. So Fellowship, Two Towers, Return of the King. So these were published without the authorization of the author. It kind of rushed it out. That's why these are valuable. So if you come across all three of them, you can sell them for really good money, especially if you have them in better condition than I do. As you can see, this is the kind of rough condition. So if these were in better condition, I could probably get more. But nonetheless, $140. They're pretty rare, especially all three together. You can sell them individually for good money if you find them individually. But if you can get all three, you can do really well. So it's really important to put the keywords in there. Do your research. So I put in unauthorized Ace as the publisher, and people can find them really quickly. So this is the first. I don't think this is the first one. No, this is the first sale, but I've had a lot of interest in the Tolkiens just in the last 24 hours. I also listed this because I could not list it on Amazon. It wouldn't let me. I had to show receipts, which of course I don't have. I'm selling used books. This came from that 16-box donation pickup that I did a few weeks back. I was going to list it for much more on Amazon, but I got $20 for it on eBay and it sold right away. Now, today's August 1st, Thursday, August 1st, 2024. So we are right at the beginning of, you actually can start at the end of July, but basically we're at the beginning of back to school book buying frenzy. And it goes on from late July all the way to about early to mid-September. And then it completely cools off and doesn't come back to until the new year. But you get about you get about a month and a half of it, and so books like this will sell really quickly. So keep that in mind, that if something, a book that you can't sell on Amazon because you don't have receipts for it, invoices, that kind of thing from the publisher, the manufacturer, you can always list it on eBay. Not all of them, of course, will make sense to list on eBay, but many will. I also sold this book, The Collected Stories of Jack Schaefer. I ended up getting $22 for it. It had been sitting for quite a while. It was a donation from a longtime customer, so I was glad to get it off the shelf, get some money for it. It was, I had it listed for $40, but I'm okay to take 22 considering it's been sitting for so long, sitting since last year, more than a year. So this is definitely a long tail, but sometimes you just got to take a lower offer just to keep it moving, get the money, reinvest it in new inventory. And here's another example of something that I had listed actually recently, but I was glad to get it out of my storage. Is Tess Gerritsen. It's actually the Rizzolian Isles series. 13 of them for $20 plus shipping on eBay. Thought I'd get a little more, but that's okay. There's a lot of them. I was going to get a lot of money for it, so I was happy to get them out, and they were donations as well. It didn't take very long to sell. So I'm going through the last Gaylord of CDs. I'm actually going to clear it out today, put them in boxes so I can get rid of the pallet and the Gaylord, the box. And while I'm doing this, I'm not kidding you, in Southern California, where for the last 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever, it's been 90 plus degrees into the hundreds consistently, only a few days of cooler weather. It's raining. I know you can't see or tell, but I swear it's starting to rain. It's very strange. So I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be going through this because I won't be working this Saturday. I won't even be here this weekend. I'm leaving Friday after I close the store. Today's Thursday. So tomorrow, because my daughter has a big soccer tournament in San Diego, so we're going to be going for that. And I want to get down to just the one pallet. The other thing I did was is I went through this pallet. Gaylord, I added another pallet down there. So we have 3, just in case I need them. And then I sorted through everything that I had in here. I had a bunch of stuff that I threw out, and pulled out all the boxes that are still in good shape, because I'm going to be using those to fill up with CDs. I have more boxes over here as well. And if I don't have enough boxes, I have crates. I still have crates. And then the idea is to just have this one Gaylord to hold boxes and other random stuff that I might need to use. Have the pallet jack in there, and I can just move it around. It's lightweight. Just one essentially pallet of stuff, and one Gaylord. And then I'm going to get rid of the other Gaylord. So I just have one. So then going forward, it's probably not the end of, what do you call it? Mixed media Gaylords, but for now it is. I'll be, like I talked about in the past, I'll be going through all the extra stuff that I've built up in the back there, CDs, and putting them into lots and all that stuff, and organizing and selling things off. Oops. So essentially I just want to free the space up so that this is going to sit out here all weekend. I don't want the CD sitting out all weekend because of bizarre weather, but more likely just, someone going through it. But it's unlikely that someone's going to want anything from here. If they do, great, no big loss. A couple of shelves and a tarp and towels. There'll be boxes in there, a few crates. So I have the tables. That would suck if someone took them. I might just leave those inside, actually. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. Let me get back to it before the day runs out. I'm also finding some random audiobooks in here, some of which are good, some of which are not. But you just never know what you're going to find in these Gaylords. So I'm excited to get through it and be done with it. But of course I'm not going to be done sorting, but at least I'll be done with the Gaylord. Also sold these 2 books. Where are they? They're in here. Mr. Baggins. Return to Bag End. I don't want to take out the other one. Well, I can show you. Mr. Baggins. So I sold both of them together to somebody that I assume saw my video. My Holy Grail video about all the Tolkien books. And didn't sell it through eBay or anything like that. Just did it between ourselves, and you can avoid fees that way. So another benefit of having a YouTube channel, having a presence, whether it's online or offline, is avoiding fees, selling fees. Not that their selling fees are horrible, but if you can build your own, your own audience, even a small one, you can avoid some of those fees and make a little bit more money. So I'm going to ship this out tomorrow morning. Thank you to the person that bought it. Don't want to say their name, but they're going to watch this video. And so you never know. You never know how things are going to go, what people are going to see, and what they're going to want. So it's good to mention the stuff that you have for sale. I also got donation of books, and I did a trade, although it didn't seem like she was thrilled about the trade, in the sense of, not that she wasn't thrilled, but she didn't seem to care about getting store credit, and she didn't use it when she was in here. So I gave her $20 of store credit for all of these books. We'll see if she comes back to use it. She hasn't been in the store before. She said she just wanted to get rid of the books, so there you go. Most of them are cooking related books, but there's other types of stuff in here. There's some knitting stuff, just random self-help stuff. I found a few. I think this was one of them I can sell on Amazon. There was another one that I could put on Amazon. I think it was no, that's not it. This one. I think it was this one, the Prairie Homestead Cookbook. Simple Recipes for Heritage Cooking in Any Kitchen by Jill Winger. I think it was that one. Between these 2 books, I don't remember the exact numbers, guys, but between the 2 of them, I think I'll profit around close to $20 after all fees and whatnot, shipping. Maybe a little bit less, but that's nice. I don't mind giving store credit at all, because I like to clear things out. A lot of times people will take stuff that's been sitting for a while, but some of this stuff will go in the store, some of it I won't be able to use. But like some of this is pretty old. This might not be good. But I do like to put out cookbooks because I do have some people that buy cookbooks. Of course, Dr. Seuss is pretty fun. So there's some random stuff in here. Like I said, some knitting stuff. And you can see here, you never know. I also got in, like I said, a donation that ended up being fiction, like 99% fiction. A lot of big authors. I'm going to keep some of them. I kept some of them. Some of the stuff just won't sell. But I do like to put out ones that are more current and are selling really well online on Amazon. I'm going to get back to the palette of CDs to finish that off, and hopefully I'll finish that today. It's pretty hot out though. Wish it would rain again. Really close to finishing emptying the Gaylord, but tomorrow I will finish it. As you can see, it's at the bottom. I think it's got maybe 4 more boxes or so to fill it up. And then I will be done with this in terms of moving the pallets around, this pallet around. And then I will deal with all the CDs, sort all the CDs. As you can see, it's gotten absurd up here, 7 high. But I have 10 Bankers boxes so far. Also, I got in this donation. So 2 donations of books and 1 trade today. I haven't gone through it yet, but we'll see. It looks kind of shaky in terms of what it is. Might not be much that I can use, but we will see. I'm thankful for it nonetheless. I will try to get into readers' hands, but you never know. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.